Hello and welcome back to another news update for the special site for patch 6.5 and it's onwards, basically into 6.51 and 6.55. A lot of new details got added to the website today for Growing Light, and they're indicated on this special site by green nodules. If we go to the challenges section and we scroll down a bit, you'll see our first new update in patch 6.51, which now has the release date of the 31st of October, which is also tied in with the Fall Guys crossover as well. We get 3 images. It says, in a forgotten corner on the South Seas lie a lower island. Its lush flora and myriad fauna grown ever more bounteous in the years since it was last inhabited by man. This picturesque beauty, however, hides a doom all on its own. We've got 3 images. We've got this beautiful image we've seen before, actually, that they showed in the live letter a while ago, showing this sort of shipwrecked cove area on one of these South Seas islands. Yoshi P mentioned this was our first major taste of what places might look like in Dawn Trail. So obviously tropical islands, that kind of tropical nature of things, jungles. Then we have the next picture showing this kind of like twisted Feywood almost. We know that there are pixies involved in here because we get a mount. So now that, I believe, is going to be the variant mode reward for collecting all 12 routes through there. Like last time and the time before, I'll do a video guide on how to get every single one of those outcomes completed, and of course how to get the mount as a result of that. There is very likely going to be a Criterion only mount as well, which will be for completing Criterion and collecting coins. However, this should be, fingers crossed, the variant mode mount, which I think is going to be fantastic. If we go down then, we do actually see the new mount from Criterion mode. It says the Criterion Dungeon, another lower island, provides an even greater challenge for a party of 4. Gather your strongest allies to restore harmony to the Isle's shores. First image then, we saw this in the trailer for patch 6.5, and this is where it was from Criterion mode. There's lots of things going on in the screenshot that are very difficult for me to decipher, but obviously we've got our group of 4 here fighting against this, I don't know, fairy king. I don't know what's going on here. She has a gun. I'm very afraid. We've seen that before, but then we have this beautiful new mount. So that's the mount reward for the Criterion mode of a lower island. I really want that. It's so cool. It's very unique. It reminds me of like a tiki mask from Crash Bandicoot or something, and a lion. That kind of combination. I'm very excited to get my hands on that one. I cannot wait to see how much that's going to cost on the market board. Additionally, we also have past the challenges, new sections on items. So as we scroll down, just so we don't miss anything, we have the Splendorous Tools update, obviously on the 31st of October as well. It says, as the boutiques, Splendorous Tools have a brilliant road for Novrant's trades to tread. Grenault and Shorazoi are keen to continue their pursuit of perfection, yet the past weighs heavy on Grenault's mind, and he means to present Moen with one final proposal before the project is complete. So we've seen that image before. We haven't seen this one though. Is he actually proposing? I don't know. This might be a very strange quest. I mean, they're all going to be strange quests, but yes. And of course, we don't have the Alliance raid quests or anything like that. The Tribal Alliance quest until 655. We've just got Margaret. And then, of course, we have the Fall Guys collaboration, which has its own special site we looked at earlier today as well, which you can go find on my YouTube channel. It has a link to the website, but it shows all of the new rewards for that. It says the Fall Guys collaboration brings party royale style excitement to the Gold Saucer. Harness your inner being to triumph over obstacles and rise above the rest. We've got some lovely images here. Obviously, returning characters from Final Fantasy are going to blow you off and suck you off platforms. Lots of AoEs to avoid. Team-based rounds where you collect as many crystals as possible for your team. All against all, where you go from point A to point B finish line, avoiding as many obstacles as possible and trying to qualify. And then, of course, we've got some of the rewards. So some of the rewards include individual items for outfits, There's actually more than this listed on the website. There's a new emote. There's a new mount, which is a inflatable rhinoceros that's not shown here. There's the Bean minion and the Peglin minion. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming to Fall Guys crossover. So there's that in 6.51 as well. If we go down even further, we've obviously got a Crystalline Conflict Arena. If you wanted to know what else was coming on the 31st of October, we've got the Red Sands map, which is a brand new map with lots of different things happening with sandworms and cactuars and sabatenders poking out and exploding. Oasis buffs that heal you in places. I cannot wait to try that out. And of course, that also comes with a brand new season of ranked PvP. The Final Fantasy 16 crossover got its post here, although we still don't have a release date for this. It still says 6.5x, so presumably either before 6.55 or after it. I'm guessing at this point it will be after 6.55 to keep us busy with something. This has a plethora of rewards, including a Torgal mount and minion, which was shown during the FanFest broadcast. But we've got some simple images here. It says the worlds of 14 and 16 collide. A tale of two stars and their impossible conjunction brings the promise of revelations and rewards. Stay tuned for more details. So they'll probably do a special site for this as well. Obviously, seeing Clive in our game, in our graphics there, looking very cool. Hopefully we get the tattoo mark as well. That would be cool. And from the trailer, it looks like Ifrit versus Ifrit, so that'll be interesting. And there'll probably be lots of little action specific to the fight as well that you have to do. Very excited for that. If we go down even further, of course, the Xbox Series X and S open beta still doesn't have a major schedule for this. I believe they said November, so we'll have to stay tuned for that. And then in terms of new items, then we do actually have a look at a brand new emote. We don't know where this is from, but presumably from the variant mode, from the sacks, the loot that you get, or from a treasure chest. There's normally an emote and a parasol, and it seems that's the same here. This looks like some kind of like grid, like sort of thing, holding my chin and going, yes. It almost reminds me of Fake Smile, but I guess it's not. And then there's a new parasol as well, which is probably one of the best parasols because it doesn't look like one. It's using the same emotes as a parasol. This is a leaf. So again, a lower island. It's probably a leaf we've torn off of a plant somewhere. And there we go. So cool stuff. I'm really excited to get the parasol. I want the emote, and I'm definitely the go-to for me, if we go to the media section, is definitely the mount, this one here. Whilst the pixie mount is cool, like I have no problems with this, and I think a lot of people will jump for joy when they get that. For me personally, I love that one most of all. I'll be excited to see if I can get that. Anyway, let me know what you're most excited for. 6.51 drops quite a lot of content on us, unsurprisingly, but also quite surprisingly. Yeah, it looks like we'll have stuff to do all the way up until January, so will it keep you busy? I know I'll be busy. Anyway, much love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.